just cleansing myself lightly. So before I start talking to you about potential issues that you might come across when you're doing a womb journey, a shamanic womb journey. So what I find is if students are very much in their head, if they're constantly thinking, they're in their mind a lot, then it can be much harder to journey, much harder to let go of the control and drop into a place of trust and flow. So they can also have misleading or unrealistic expectations. So if you think your journey is going to produce cinematic, widescreen, high definition surround sound, and then you don't get that, then of course you're going to be disappointed in yourself and also your client. So you do not want to be projecting onto a client any form of expectation of how you want them to journey. You want them to see things, you want them to hear things, you want them to constantly engage. That's an ideal perfect world, and it isn't, unfortunately. So you might have a client say, nothing is happening. Didn't see anything, nothing's happening, nothing there. So I would bring them back to what did they feel on the journey? Did they sense anything? Do that rather than focusing on the visual. Because something is happening, even if they're not seeing it, for sure. If you find that you yourself are getting distracted, if thoughts are coming in and you're not fully in the journey that you are guiding yourself, then again, don't think. It's your mind. Your mind's come into something. Some thought has come in and distracted you, pulled you off the path, pulled you away from the thread of what you're journeying on. So check in with your guides and your power animals. They are there to help you. They're your allies. Another really good thing, do not overanalyze yourself or any journey. It's like picking off a scab. Keep picking at it. It's done. When it's done, it's done. The healing is done. Close it, honor it, trust it. So another potential issue is over-analysing things, so don't. So what happens if you feel you don't want to come back, or your client doesn't want to come back? That's a really common one, because these other worlds are so alluring. Especially if I take clients to the Egyptian temples, and there's such a place of beauty, such a place of remembrance and past lives, that well, let's stay here. And it goes into a timeless state. We could be there 10 minutes or 10 hours, so knowing that, being really aware of that, and knowing you're here to come back. You have to come back. It's a duty of care for yourself and your client to bring them back. So calling your client back if they don't actually come, actually say to them, I'm calling you home, I'm calling you back to Mother Earth, Gaia, I'm calling you back to your womb space. Name them, say their name, call them back. So another possible problem could be you don't feel your guides are actually saying anything to you. They're not communicating to you, or you're not understanding or getting any communication. Then I would say, look at the non-verbal. How are they moving? If it's an animal, how are they behaving? What is their reaction around you? And start the relationship with them. Talk to them. And you can build and develop that in your own guided journeys that you do yourself, your own relaxation, your own connection, before you start practicing on clients. That is so important, to have a strong bond with your allies. So another really common thing students say is, I think I'm making it all up. Am I just daydreaming and just fantasizing? Well, it's a really, really common thing to say. So just allow that inner critic, that judge, that imposter, who you think you might be to come in, and then give them a big hug and say, actually, yeah, it's happening. Some people cannot believe how easy it is to go on a journey. They think, I'm doing it wrong, it's too easy. So both ways, too easy, too hard. Give yourselves a break. Okay, not too much mind chatter. Chitter chatter. Who am I doing this? What's next? What am I doing next? This overthinking little hamster wheel that we all have. So get over yourself, put that to one side, and focus on the intention for the journey. Why are you there for the client? What is their need? What is your service to them? What is your prayer for this journey? That is the most important thing. None of this chitter chatter. A lot of womb healers and clients get downloads of information. So these can be from the Akashic records, if you journey up to the stars. Beautiful place to go. And also when you start looking at doorways, what's carved on things, different messages in boxes and trinkets, things like that. So all these different codes and symbols, you have to really trust yourself and your client for the interpretation of them. Of course you can go and look it up in a book. What does this symbol mean? But that might not be the interpretation that you had. So trust your inner knowing, trust your gnosis on any interpretation of symbols. So, what you feel, and trust what you feel. Another issue that can potentially come up is when you're journeying. Say if I've ridden Rhiannon's white horse, I've gone on a journey to the upper worlds with her, with this beautiful white horse, and done a journey, gone through the clouds, gone to a temple, and come back, and where's the horse gone? I have forgotten that I was riding my white horse. Or I've lost her. Where is she? She's gone. So that is an indication that you are completely ungrounded. So you have to be in your body and your awareness enough in your mind to know my power animal is with me. I am riding a white horse. So if that happens to you, give yourself some slack, but don't do it again. If you're working with a power animal, stay with them. Invite them in, check they're welcome, thank them at the end, say goodbye. And they will come back again and again and again. So I hope those few examples of potential shamanic journeying issues help you. And I actually give you permission to really expect the unexpected on any shamanic womb journey that you do. That's the exciting bit. Expect the unexpected and welcome it. Blessed be.